Champasak is a province in the south of Laos. Champasak province is a site of nature and civilization of stone stupa. A lot of colorful islands called Si Pandon or 4,000 islands. Hang Khon Don Dep are the history of Somphamit waterfall, Tat Phan waterfall, and Tat Nyung waterfall. Where you can really feel close to the nature and local lifestyle. All the charms of nature that you cannot miss is only here in the south of Laos.
Wat Phu World Heritage Archaeological Site, including the Champasak Cultural Area, more than 1,500 years old. Natural Site, Kompapeng Waterfall, treasure of the Mekong River, one of the largest waterfalls in Southeast Asia. Somphamit Waterfall, one of the most impressive and beautiful waterfalls, surrounded by nature, located in the area of the majestic 4,000 islands. Facilitate ease of access to the tourist sites. Baksay International Airport and an airline with domestic and international connections. Wat Phu, we come to a tiny quiet city located along the east bank of the Mekong River. In the past, the city was called Nakhon Jampa Naka Burusi and was the center of the civilization of the Lansang Kingdom. It is closely connected with the history of the construction of the ancient city and the stone temple of Wat Phu. It is estimated that Nakhon Jampa Naka Burusi was built in the 17th century and occupied a vast area covering almost all of the southern lowland along the Mekong River. Traces of culture, ancient literature, temples, accommodation, and ways of living of communities that have been carried on for many generations are evidence that reflect well this past history. Wat Phu Heritage Site and Champasak Cultural Area. This land used to be a thriving kingdom and center of an ancient civilization 1,500 years ago. It consists of an ancient city built in the 5th century, a beautiful and marvelous group of stone temples at Wat Phu, an ancient road connecting to Angkor Wat. Links to 3 religious beliefs that make up a cosmic system, namely Gao Mountain Peak that represents heaven, the surrounding plains that represent the human world, and the Mekong River that represents the moist and cool ocean. Cultural activities and services, for example, Wat Phu Festival, activities for worshipping at the Wat Phu Festival during the full moon, tourist vehicle services, shops for selling souvenirs and coffee, and clean washrooms. Tonpapeng Waterfall Nature Site, one of the largest and most unique waterfalls in all of Southeast Asia. It has gained the name the Wonder of the Mekong. Places to view the waterfall and experience the smell of nature and impressive service. Manikot Tree Museum. The sacred tree, together with the village and district, are some of the most unique objects in the world.
Chờ đuaให้เจ้ามาเฮ็ดบุญนำพ่อเฒ่าใหญ่ให้สุขให้มานเฮ็ดบุญบ่ได้ก็ให้ได้บ่มีก็มีบ่ให้ผู้ขึ้นหาบ่ให้ขาดเป็นรังนึงเด้อให้เจ้าอยู่ดีมีแห้งมันยืน
The Songpamit Waterfall Site. Songpamit Waterfall is the last waterfall along the Mekong before it runs down to Tonglé Sap in Cambodia. There are viewing sites and beautiful places to relax amidst pleasant nature. View the ways of life and culture of the communities and traces of history. For example, the dock at the end of the island, the locomotive, and the bridge from Dondet Island. There are still many puzzling things that need to be solved. In addition to touring the sites of Champasak province, you will be impressed by the opportunities to relax and stay. Primarily, the hotels, guest houses, and restaurants located in many areas whose service you can choose from. For example, in the city of Paksay or at the 3 tourist sites. As well, there are markets and shops that sell tourist products made by the villagers. Souvenirs that you can choose from to give to your family and friends back home.